Hello, fellow YouTubers. Thank you for joining me today. This is Ross Algar, and just recently I got an email from an old game that I used to play, Battlestar Galactica Online, also known as BGO. And yeah, I mentioned in a couple of videos that I used to play this game a lot. In fact, I had a small investment in this game as far as ships go. But Chrome had pulled the plug on unsupported patches for browser games, and a large number of people who had actually played the game could no longer do so after that. Um, the company that was running BGO at the time began to set about trying to find a way to make the game playable without a Chrome browser plugin, and they just sent me almost 2 years later now that they had finally created a client that was ready to go. And here it is. So I'm very excited to take a look at this. And I've already been in it once before. I took a look about. There have been some number of changes here, but I want to show you just how beautifully rendered this game is. Now, go ahead and play here. I've already logged in. Connecting. Okay, now some of this hasn't changed and some of this has. Immediately you go into the game, of course, they always give you the offers. Now, let's see. You have been chosen to receive a special deal. Get up to 10 times the amount of qubits for the price of one for a limited time only. Buy now. 90% off. Well, that's fantastic, but I'll take advantage. Well, I might want to take advantage of that. Let's see what they're offering here. 5 times qubits for 30 bucks. 10 times the qubits for 50. So let's see, for 30 bucks, you get 470,000 qubits for the price of 94,000. That's actually really good. Or you can have 1,600,000 qubits for the price of 160,000. That's actually really, really good. But I'm not going to do that right now. So let's go ahead and exit. There we go. I think that offer's right there. So time offer, yes, you've already told me about this. Okay, so previously, when you were inside a station or base star, you could actually move around, and it was one of the most pointless parts of the game, and when you got to explore the inside of the ship, because it really didn't do anything except delay you from getting back into the game. So what they've gone ahead and they've cut the sequences now. If I need anything, I can go ahead and talk right to Sharon, and she says, ask how I can assist you. Now, one of the things I would love to see in this game is actually some voiceover, but obviously they haven't had the money to do that. Let me get my taskbar out of the way here. There we go. Now, get back to talking to Sharon here. How do I get this to drop? It's not wanting to drop. Am I full screen? Let's see if I get full screen here. Options. HUD. Phone factions, let's see, health bar, pop-ups, HUD miscellaneous. It's in here somewhere, basically. Oh, well, we want ultra settings, right? That's right. And we want full screen enabled. Apply. Apply. Well, maybe I got it. Okay. And this thing is still... There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll talk to Sharon. And you get several questions. Assigned maintenance systems. So you can prepare your ship. This is where you buy ships. They access a full options. Water stores are at a maximum. You can sell things that that you have in store in your ship. We're not going to do that right now. Pretty much you can bypass her altogether and just go right in here. You can go right to the store in the item shop. Now I'm currently in my Hell, which is a command and control ship. In fact, let me kind of go over the ships with you here. You'll have a little overview. You can zoom in here and zoom out. Gives you a basic idea what the ship looks like. Of course, this will probably recognize for those who actually are familiar with the Battlestar Galactica series, the relaunch. There's a Cylon radar. There are heavy fighters. For those of you familiar with that Blood and Chrome, there's a Cylon Raider Mark II. For the relaunch series, here's a heavy raider. For the classic series, of course, we've got these advanced Cylon radar, or War Raider. There's a new ship here I don't have, that I haven't quite earned yet. I've got to get about 35,000 merits, which I'm about halfway there to get this particular ship. Now, it's billed as a strike craft, but for a force recon role. I can barely make out the text here, but it looks really interesting. And then we have our escorts here. This is the Advanced Banshee. This is a fast interceptor type of vessel. We have the Spectre, the Advanced Spectre class. This ship. Now this is a kind of a ECM, command and control type of electronic warfare vessel. We have a Advanced Wraith. Now this is an assault cruiser. It's slow, but it packs a big punch and it has a lot of hit points and heavy armor. Then you have our kind of our destroyer here, which is our Lich. And I haven't quite advanced to this yet, but the Lich is quite effective. If you get a chance to get a hold of one, you might want to do so. One of my favorite ships here, the Advanced Fenrir. Now this is the cruiser class of vessels, or essentially what they call Tier 3. Tier 1 being the fighters, Tier 2 being the escorts, and then Tier 3 being the cruisers. Of course, the Hell, which I've already in command of. Then we have our Advanced Jormung, which is a wedge-shaped vessel. This is like an assault type of cruiser. One of the vessels I don't have that's absolutely gorgeous, and this is the Nidhogg. This is similar in concept to a superiority cruiser. This would be like a battle cruiser, if you would. And then the Tier 4 vessel, the only Tier 4 vessel in the game, is the Surtur, which is a carrier, a Cylon-based carrier. You can actually have other players and their fighters land on your ship and you support them, and your primary means of armament is to direct their attacks. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to get back in my Hell here. We're going to launch. We're going to undock. Now, this interface is actually the way it was 2 years ago, and so some of that hasn't changed, but a number of this stuff has. And in some ways it's similar and simpler, but in other ways it's a little more complicated. It took me a couple of times to figure out where exactly everything is. We've got different camera angles. So here we've got our lock on target angle, so let's go ahead and lock on him. Now I right mouse button here, and then I'll turn my ship towards my target, or wherever I move my cursor. See, if I move up, I'm going up. If I go move down, then I go move down. But I don't really get, if I use the mouse wheel, that affects your speed here, if you can see that going. Now most I'm going to get out of here is about 40, or 28.9. If I boost, I'll get a little over 40, which is pretty slow. Then we got our nose camera mode. And then we got the free camera mode, so I can actually zoom around the ship. Now, this is helpful when you want to see what's behind you, but you want to get out of the way. We got a debris field over here. Oh, I didn't want to shoot it. Oh, stop. Turn those off. Let's see what's over here in the debris field. There might be a container. Now, you can shoot the asteroids in this game, yeah, for minerals, but that's not always necessary. Okay, we're approaching here. Now, if you notice over here, that's a carrier in the dry dock. That's a carrier that's under construction. Let's see, I don't see any containers. No, no containers. We'll just move right on through. A threat? Threat from what? What could I possibly be under a threat from? That's a Cylon freighter with an escort here. You notice these guys moving around. Okay. Huh, that's strange. Well, let's take a look at the universe around us here. Well, this is my present position. Oh, there's a beacon. Something's going on over here. Now, I could, for 13,305 Telium, which is our fuel, head over there. Let's go ahead and do that. Get into some action here. 24 seconds to jump. Turn my guns on. Let's see, 3. Here we go. Here we are. Oh, fun. Okay, here we go. Targeted. Edge thrusters. in for the kill. Nope, he's getting away. Doggone it. You can see his health bar here. He's kind of gotten down to about 60%. And there are some fighters on him, so maybe if I continue pursuing him here. Keep with the visual range. Okay, here we go. Boost active. At least get some people here into me. Alright, now I'm catching him a little bit. He's turning. Here we go. Try to stay on his approach vector. He's turning away. Okay, here we go. Slowly getting there. Got him. Fantastic. Look at that. Alright, so that was our first battle here. Now, what's this up here? Okay, command nexus for drones, the Omega drones. I think we went off map, actually. No, maybe not. Alright, let's exit out of that. X up here. You can't exit out on your keyboard for some reason when you go into that particular system map mode. Which that's actually quite a bit different. A little nuances of that. Alright, let's go ahead and boost everybody here. Gonna help our Nidhogg along, our fighter. You notice he's quite a bit faster than me. I don't know if we're gonna get there in time. And here we bat. God, I hate this. I want to get rid of this. Oh well, we'll figure that out later. Why is that back? I thought we went full screen mode. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get there in time. 16% health, 5,000. Alright, we got to boost us again here. Oh, here we go. Nidhogg was in range. We might get a shot off, maybe. Get out to 3,000. 5%, 4%, 3%, 2%, 1%. No. Oh well. Can't take out some drones though. Assault drone. Now, it used to be able to show you if you had a base. Uh-oh. There's an outpost. There's another player. Those are NPCs. Okay, everybody has decided to agree to kill the op. So here we go. There used to be a button you could shoot all these missiles, but I can't remember what it was. Back to that again. I don't want to get too close. Let's see, what's my range on this? Maximum range 2,000. 2355. All those missiles coming into that base star. Oh, here we go. We're out of here. Now that means I've kind of, you hear that symbol, that means I've run out of kind of a capacity here to keep firing on it. I'm just going to keep this. And here comes people to the defense. Okay. Down. Oh, yes. Well, we got 52 merits out of that. Okay, anybody left? An expert Maul, that's an NPC. I need to recover here, let's see. I'm gonna throttle out now. Oh, hello. Take on this expert Maul here, NPC, and of course, as in any game, the NPCs are always a little different as far as how you actually take them on, but I'm not at full health, so just give me a health boost here. Now I should be in range momentarily. That's it. It's the F key. Now, if you notice, I'm switching side to side. That's so I can get my automatic turrets on. Now watch this. Oh, I don't have the... Uh-oh. We got an assault ship on me. Alright. He's... I'm going to lull him into a false sense of security here. Need to save capacitor power. Here we go. There's the minefield deployed. This is close. I think he's gonna get me. Nope. He got me. Good fight. Let's go ahead and wish these guys good. Alright, so now we go back, and we're going to go back to Cripe on her, because I don't have a base star anywhere else. Alright, and that's what this game is like. It's very much a shooter. There's missions, of course, where you can actually do stuff. These are the dynamic missions, things you have to do to accomplish the earn rewards to keep fighting and playing in the game. But anyway, that's Battlestar Galactica Online. I hope you've enjoyed this, and you have a great day.